I'm in Chiangmai, northern Thailand, on the what they call Mum Wang. I think that's pronounced correctly. Quite a popular area for me. I used to live at the end. That restaurant there, the good kitchen, I cannot recommend. It's just, I say I can't recommend it as much as it needs recommending, because the food is absolutely brilliant. It's normally very busy. I thought it would be, so I didn't go there today. I went to another one just down the road, which is equally as good. They do all sorts of Thai food, and you get carbonara, spaghetti bolognese, all that sort of stuff if you want it. I've been in there numerous times. When they first opened, it was brilliant. Well, it still is. I had a massaman curry in there the other night. Oh, beautiful. But today I went to another regular one down here. I started to do a video, and for some reason it cut off, and it was only like a minute long, so I may post it before this one, just to give you an idea. That's I've always called that Sompet Market. But I think it's called something else. There's quite a few Westerners around. They say the tourists are few and far between, but I've seen quite a few today. A lot of youngsters, which surprises me, because surely they'll be back at uni by now. Unless they're on a gap year or something. Is that what you call it? A gap year, when they have a sky for a year after the uni? Don't blame them. Yeah, I was in that one. There's no name outside, sadly. And the next one is Aroy D, with the two big steel chimneys. That's good. You've got Aroy D, that one. Then you've got the entrance into that market I just showed you, or one of the entrances. I usually park my bike in there, under the cover. And that one there, owned by a little old lady. I will post that few seconds of video, sadly. But very good in there. Staff are nice. As soon as I walked in, she stood up. I haven't been in there for months. I've been back in the UK for 4 months, which was hell on earth. I cannot make my mind up what to do. Whether to hang around in town a bit longer, or I wanted to leave my bike here, and then my bloody phone went dead, so I can't contact my other half to come and pick me up in Cat. Even if I found Wi-Fi, the phone's as dead as a dodo. I'm like an idiot, I forgot to put a charger in. I don't know why it died on me. I must have been reading the battery level wrong. Mind you, I did do quite a few TikTok videos, so that might be the reason. And we'll have a little walk down here. I need the exercise. Excuse me. It's amazing how the buildings, you see them one year there's something, and then the next year you come there's something completely different. That Billy Tour over there used to be the Elvis bar at night. That was buzzing, live bands and all. It was quite good. And this one, I can't remember what it started at, but it's been about 6 different things in the last 5 years. I think COVID wiped the first one out, whatever it was. Just walking along the inner side of the moat, which encircles the old town, which is that over there. not quite as old as the old town was originally, wooden houses and all that. There's not many of them left, if any. The old moat's looking alright, it's a bit green, but that's a nice hotel. Revamped after COVID. I mean, the foyer is quite grand. And they do, I think you can eat all you like breakfast. I think it was 350 baht, used to be. I should have gone in and checked it out actually, because Matty and I were going to go in and try that out. 7 or 8 quid, under 8 quid. Eat all you like, and we did have a look at the spread they had in there one day. We'd already eaten sadly, and it was pretty special. So it's well worth it as a treat. I wouldn't waste that money on breakfast normally. Yeah, that's some of the little soys, little lanes up the old town. There's an original building, that bar there. I've been coming here, what, 50? I'm in my 16th year now, and that's been here all the time. I've been in there a few times. I'm not a big drinker, so I don't sort of hang out in bars. I used to eat in there when they first opened. Changed hands numerous times. Amigos now, so I don't know what they produce in there. The Amora Hotel. If you're in Thailand, Chiang Mai is well worth a visit. Next week we've got Loi Krathong, which is the old lanterns and whatever. Quite a colourful. Well, I got all my passport back with all the stamps transferred into my new one, and I wanted to go to Hong Kong. I checked the prices out, not too bad, in November. And then my other half decided that she didn't want to go the week I wanted to go. She wanted to go completely different and stay only 5 days, where she can stay here and whatever, because I will be going. I love Hong Kong. I want to go back. What I'll do, I'll pay for her to go, and then she can fly home on her own. I keep telling her there's plenty of ladies over there, I don't need to come back to Thailand. She just goes quiet then. That's a pretty little temple. It's all been done up. New gate there where that lady's just walking past. And that gold figure there is all new, but they really well look after it. When they had the Chiangmai Marathon, this is where the now King's daughter came, and they built that building there just for her to get changed in. That one in there. But you weren't allowed to photograph her. They had really tough looking coppers along here. Put your cameras away. I didn't even know which bloody one it was. She was surrounded by about 40 bodyguards. Great shame it was. Of course, all the Westerners, there was a couple of Canadian ladies went ballistic. What the hell do we come to Thailand? We can't even photograph your royal family. And I agree with her. It's a shame really, because she was supposed to be a very pretty lady. Never see her. Not allowed to photograph her, which is a bit over the top, I think, sadly. Still, that's the rules. Those hoardings there, that used to be where I rented my bike when I first came to Thailand. I always rented off the same bloke. Don't know where he's disappeared to. I expect he got so much money for his plot because he had a big lump of that, not all of that, but I bet they got offered millions of baht, and they thought, oh well, time to retire. But they haven't done anything since, so I don't know what's going on. They're not building or anything in there. What a waste. There used to be a big block of apartments in there, massage shops. That was used to sell scales and all sorts of stuff. That was all hire car and motorbikes, as I said. So I don't know. Unless the people who bought the land have run out of money. Tantric massage for women. There you go. few years ago I went into a place down Tarpei Road called the Green Room. I mean, I knew what it was, and they had a box of, they called them gummies. So an English guy and an American guy, a couple of friends of mine, convinced me that they were just sweets. And I was knocking them down in net like nobody's business. There was only about 15 in the box. Anyway, they were going to a bar for a beer or two, and they said, meet us there. I said, yeah, well, I've got to have something to eat though. They'd already eaten. And I stood up from the table, and my God, my head was going, you can imagine it. And I rang them up and said, I ain't coming, I'm going home, and they just burst out laughing. And they what? How many of those gummy things did you eat? I said, the whole box. Oh my God, go and lie down quick. It reminded me of two of my mates when we were in Amsterdam. They were known for not rushing in the morning. They sort of get up at 10 or 11 o'clock and didn't want to do anything until 2 in the afternoon. And it used to bloody annoy me, so I used to get up and go out. Anyway, this is the first day I went off into Amsterdam, and spent the whole day, had a great day. Went back to the campsite, because we had a camper and a tent, and they were flat out on the deck, and I said, what's the matter with you? Oh, we're really ill with food poisoning, this, that and the other. And they looked really sort of ill. And they said even the taxi driver was worried about us, he was going to take us to the hospital, until we said all we'd had to eat was cake in a coffee shop. Well, anybody who's been to Amsterdam knows that unless you want to get smashed off your head, you don't buy cake in a coffee shop in Amsterdam. So they said the bloody cab driver just burst out laughing and dropped us back at the campsite, laughing as he drove away. So of course I was laughing by then, and the two Swedish girls in the tent next to us, they heard it and they were roaring. And I said, how much of this cake did you eat? Oh, it's brilliant, we had loads of it. I said, yeah, I'll see you in the morning then, because you'll be I tell you what, so funny. I wonder why they're all gathering here. Never seen that before. Was there 12 of them? I expect they're doing a tour with some. They're not regular tuk-tuks either that you see around. That's electric, that one, supposedly. Maybe they all are. God, I haven't been on a tuk-tuk for years. Too bloody expensive. They're not all electric. One or two maybe. They normally run on gas. Anyway, what's the time now? 4. I think I'm going to get my bike and head home. It'll take me about an hour. There won't be so much traffic today because the children are on holiday, so it won't be too bad. As I said, I wasn't going to take the bike home, I was going to leave it here in Chiangmai, so it's here tomorrow, but I can't contact Natty now, so I've got to. The only other way is to go back on a Songtao, go and get some Wi-Fi up at the temple and then contact her, but by the time I get there, it'll be closed, the cafe up there will be closed at 5 o'clock. I've got charge in this phone, but I've got no data in it. It's all in the other phone. See, they put all these lovely zebra crossings in, but you can bloody guarantee nobody will stop. They're stopping up there where there isn't one. There used to be. That's Tarpei Road. Mix you ice cream, that's a good deal. Get a nice cornet in there for 15 baht. Actually, that's a no. I don't want to. Oh, I do. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'll have one. Might as well. Right, I should call this one a wrap.